Akademiks can't ride no wave.
You know, it's so funny. And if you ever wonder about agendas, nobody really wants to talk about. Again, if it was a Drake type thing, everybody would report about it. Because this kind of looks a little bit bad on the other side, nobody really wants to do in-depth analysis anymore. Quick update. 50, I'm not even going to lie to you. I thought he was trolling because I do think 50 is a guy to kick you when you're down, and Diddy did seem like he was down for a long time. Pause. And I thought 50 was just trying to kick his back in. It was clear that 50 wanted him to go to jail for a lengthy time, maybe for the rest of his life. And I've said personally, I really think that 50 wanted him to go to jail because he was fucking his baby moms. You get what I'm saying? And that's what that is. However, it looks like 50 wasn't playing around when he had announced from back in the day that, he was going to create at that time he called it the Diddy Do It doc. And he said he was going to do it and, all pun intended, he said he was going to do the doc and put it out with Netflix. And it appears that he wasn't capping. Netflix has actually put out a press release. Variety and other outlets picked it up. And they have announced that there is a release date, December 2nd, which is the Netflix documentary series from the executive producer, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. And it is called Sean Combs' The Reckoning. It's going to only be on Netflix. And yes, 50 is the executive producer. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a huge power move by 50. Now, I love 50, so we're not going to get into certain stuff, but 50 doesn't have the cleanest history. Sometimes I feel like when they go for these type of docs, the Surviving R. Kellys, they go for the most woke person to present the doc because you kind of need somebody to soapbox. With all due respect, I'm not saying 50 had freak-offs and shit like that, but 50 is 50 Cent, bro. You know what I mean? It's like 50 Cent isn't the most model human being. Not saying he's been accused or he does stuff that Diddy does, but 50 is 50. So I got to imagine he has some pull because Netflix has put him as the face of this. He is the executive producer. By the way, Dreamlit Beats, thank you. He says, top of the morning, check out my latest beats. I will, my brother. Everybody check out Dreamlit Beats, all right? Cool. Here's the thing. 50, are you going to have your baby moms in there? We need Daphne Joy in there, okay? We need a tour of the spot that Diddy was paying for, the $10,000, that people could get a full scope of what paying $10,000 a month in rent gets you in terms of getting a woman who's down to getting peed on, down and get fornicated by multiple strange men. She basically said that Diddy had, she said she was trying to provide a all-star freak off. I still want to see the all-star lineup. Pause. Actually, that sounds wild. The all-star freak off is crazy. So anyway, and that's coming. Now, 50 did post, and he had a caption. I thought this was aimed more at Dame Dash because I was kind of believing Dame Dash when Dame Dash was like, 50's just lying. Like, anybody could say anything. And he says that so 50 says they said I was capping. What happened? And I think he's talking to Dame Dash. Greenlight Gang, G-Unit Film and TV. I'm wondering if this is coming out of Shreveport too. And I guess we have is this a trailer? Let's watch.
You can't continue to keep hurting people and nothing ever happens. Just a matter of time. You can't continue to keep hurting people.
Which voice is that? Is that Choke No Joke?
And nothing ever happens. Just a matter of time.
I gotta be honest with you, man. The more time goes on over, and we've had like 20 years now of examples. I don't believe in violence, but I see why niggas shot 50, man. This nigga is gonna push you to the point you gotta shoot him. Like, I'm telling y'all the honest truth, bro. The more time goes on, you realize 50 getting shot wasn't like, you ever watch Get Rich or Die Trying the movie? And it's kind of depicted like, especially like the recovery process, you feel so bad for him. But when you realize the shit 50 be doing, bro, Yo, 50 literally had Tia, the chick that be like on Tia or whatever. Like before she developed like a personality, 50 took her shopping to fashion. No, to Forever 21 and had all Rick Ross's kids rubbing in their head, doing all type of shit to them, like sunning them, sunning Rick Ross. Rick Ross can't be cool with you after that. You get what I'm saying? Ja Rule, we all know about that situation. Like everybody this nigga has beef with, 50 has done some diabolical shit where you're like, yeah, once he did that, I can see why a nigga might want to shoot him. 50 is a diabolical nigga. That's just is what it is. And watching this here, I'm like, yo, Diddy got to be up in Fort Dix. No pun intended. Talking about the jail, the prison actually. And he got to be saying, fuck Kid Cudi. I don't think Diddy would have done none of this to 50. I think most people actually fear 50. Because if Diddy was blowing up cars and shit like that, nigga, 50 is the person who really has kicked your back in over the years. Why you ain't doing nothing Fifth? Or maybe he's just scared of Fifth, right? Damn, Diddy do it. You know what's so crazy too? The timing about all this matters. I honestly, and y'all tell me what y'all think, I really do believe that the tide is changing on Diddy, and I knew it would happen like this. By the way, whenever he comes out, they're going to give him, like, he's going to get Max B. Welcome times 1,000. You know why? As long as he didn't get found guilty for sex trafficking, and by the way, I still think his sentence could be commuted. I think it will be commuted, and mark this, clip it. I think Diddy's sentence is going to be commuted when Donald Trump is leaving office. Why? He didn't get convicted for sex trafficking. He got convicted for hiring and transporting prostitutes. Something that most of these rich niggas do. They fuck bitches, they fuck niggas and bitches, and they pay for it. That's kind of looked at like a white collar crime. You get what I'm saying? And I could see on the last day when Trump is sticking the middle finger up and walking out that White House and saying fuck you to everybody, he already got his shit off on most of his ops. He going to let out everybody he might need in the free world as a civilian, because when it comes to Trump, he all about that business. Now, granted, I don't think Diddy's going to be a viable person for a while in terms of business, but going back to the original point, I think people's opinion is changing on Diddy. Honestly, I think people kind of look at it like, all right, he's doing his time, but how people were looking at him in terms of like believing Cassie at first, niggas don't look at Diddy like that. They just look at him like, man, you nasty and freaky, nigga. You nasty and freaky, and yeah, you used to beat chicks up. But we've forgiven mad woman beaters. Let's be honest. Your favorite rapper is probably a woman beater, okay? Even if he rap fast and, you know what I mean? Superpower, big Nucha. He'd probably beat his chick too. It's okay. We forgive woman beaters. Let's keep it 100. Oh, y'all want to keep it 100? Okay, all right, bet. It's okay. It's a lot of woman beaters up in hip hop. So when it comes to that, I've seen like the atmosphere change where people are like, all right, man, whenever you come out, it's going to be lit. Most of them chicks was lying. And what I think this doc is going to do is going to re-villainize Diddy. This happened before his indictment, or the last indictment that sent him to jail. Talking about R. Kelly. Like, that surviving R. Kelly shit, that's what really sent that nigga to jail. You get what I'm saying? But it just reminded people, why y'all fucking with him? I think this doc, I think 50 really hates Diddy as much as he does. And remember, he was trying to get Diddy to go to jail for life. He was hoping. Remember, he was clowning the lawyer. You dickhead. Yeah, that's why he about to go to jail for life. Now when we find out he's only doing like 4 years, it's like, I think this doc with 50's direction is going to make sure that Diddy is seen as a complete fucking monster, and maybe if he can drum up some of those emotions that could get people to say, all right, man, even if he gets free, yo, he really got away with some crazy shit. And what I think that's going to hinge on is not only 50 crafting the narrative. Could you get Daphne Joy to get on there to cry? I don't know if she would do that. Could you get Cassie on this shit? You need the victims. Remember, you need the victims. What did it with the surviving R. Kelly thing? You need the victims. So we're going to see if any of the victims who may or may not have testified during the trial, will they come on this documentary and speak? We will see. We will see, people. All right.